Good morning. It's the second video I'm doing this morning, and it's a little bit inspired by a video I just saw about David Bellamy, who was very well known, very well respected. I nearly said naturist, but what I meant to say was naturalist, who was every sort of young person in England, Britain, knew who David Bellamy was. And he was often parodied, and he was often like, "Oh, David Bellamy, here we go. Oh, what's in this wonderful wilderness?" But he was actually a very, very smart and clever man. And he was all over TV. He was a proper celebrity almost, celebrity status, I'd say. And then he dropped the bombshell. What bombshell, you ask? What bombshell? He said global warming. Ooh, global warming. Yes, global warming. Maybe global warning. Because the warning is that you've all been suckered into this. He said it was poppycock. He basically said it was a load of old BS. Well, he got basically blackballed, never to be seen again, pretty much. And I would like to tell you my pretty scientific reasoning behind knowing that global warming, or at least the rising sea levels due to global warming, is utter poppycock. And now let me tell you how I know this. I live in a town called Burnham-on-Sea. I lived in a village called Barrow for many years, from about 3 or 4 years old. And Burnham-on-Sea has one of the best sea defences, I would say, in the country, if not the world, really, because every now and again we'd have a very large storm surge, multiple of different scenarios can happen to make the storm surge, and it got flooded once too often in, I think it was about 1985, I will say. Now, they built the wall. So from 1985, now I don't know the actual amounts they're saying the sea level is rising, since it all started talking about this about 1985. I remember at school, CFCs, global warming, greenhouse effects, sea levels are rising, the polar ice caps are melting. But actually, what's happened is nothing. The sea wall, if the sea had been rising by, I don't know, say a centimetre a year, we're talking 30 years, so that'd be 30 centimetres, which is quite a lot. And I've seen the water come right almost to the top of the sea wall. Now, 30 centimetres is about maybe that big. Now, the sea would have definitely come over by now. It's never happened. There is at the end of a jetty, there is a big, like a mast. It's got barnacles. You can see how far up the barnacles go, denoting that because the sea is like a bowl either side of Burnham, actually, because the land drops back down again. The water doesn't go any higher than that. It never has done. And the ultimate kicker to prove this isn't real. There's no sea level rising or anything. Somebody might say, "Oh yes, but over there the sea level's risen." The sea level is the same for the whole world. All the water's connected, but everything goes up, not just in particular spaces. You might have erosion, that's a real thing, that's something totally different. But ice caps melting, sea levels rising, it's not true. And I will tell you now my main reason for believing this, even though I know the sea level hasn't risen because the water's never come over, it would have done by now. We have something, a hideous monstrosity called Hinkley, that's an important part of the word, lay. Hinkley Point. The biggest construction site in the world. Look, half the UK's money for the next 20 years is going to this. Now, if projected that the sea level within 10 years is going to go up like a metre, maybe. I can assure you there will be no work going on. The nuclear power station will never be finished because it'll be underwater. Let me think. Now, I'm not a nuclear physicist. I'm not anything. I'm just a person. But I know that if I had £1 trillion to spend on something which is vital for the power in this country, I don't think I'll be building it somewhere that'll be underwater before it's finished. Hats off to David Bellamy, Sir David Bellamy, I hope you know. Thank you.